Yeah, okay. New player circle. So,
Hey man, say man, you already know what I'm gonna say, man. It's your local neighborhood player, Damone Jr. kicking in the Player Circle podcast. When we don't try to fit a square into a circle. And hey man, today man, we got some details about the arrest of X4. Seems like the young brother then crashed out. This crash out era that these YNs is in is crazy. Bro was just doing a press run, visuals, music videos, interview after interview, and now the brother is locked up. That's crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. He locked up on robbery charges, and the details about this robbery charges is really blowing my mind blowing. It's really crazy. The innocent till proven guilty, you feel me? But they got a witness, and the witness is pointing the finger. You ain't saying that X4, you feel me? So without any further ado, man, you already know what to do, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's get to the video.
But look, man, let's go into X4's arrest report. So, okay, perfect. So here's what they said, okay? Happened. So it says, male called. So a male called regarding a robbery that occurred while recording music. While male was editing music, 3 suspects held him at gunpoint while they stole his jewelry. Suspect fled the scene in an unknown vehicle.
Why the engineer got jewelry?
Yeah, possible video surveillance. Charge, robbery of person.
Damn.
So apparently while this person was editing music at a studio, they actually had the studio here, but I'm not gonna list it. Yeah, while the person was editing music at a particular studio, they claim that X4, the 3 suspects, so X4 and probably 2 other people, held him at gunpoint while they stole his jewelry. So now
let's start creating reasonable doubt off the dribble. Why the engineer got jewelry? Reasonable doubt already. That's crazy.
Now,
good job,
hey, listen. Now, it's innocent until proven guilty. But based on that story, what do y'all think happened?
I don't see why X4 would do that. Like, why?
Well, the people linked to certain people, right?
I mean, look, okay, if you're a poppin' rapper in LA, if I were to guess, like,
Lush, don't do the shit like, oh, because you black, you innocent shit, bro.
I'm not saying,
I didn't say
Please, we have a real conversation of,
He didn't say nothing about his race.
Free him now.
No.
He didn't even address his race.
Yeah, okay.
But that's what I'm not saying that. I'm saying
That's
when you're like, if you're
a narc.
okay, let's say he did do it, all right?
Okay.
Let's say he did, and I'm not saying he did.
Okay.
I'm saying let's say he did do that. He'd be fucking dumb as hell for doing that. Why the fuck would he do that? I don't think he's dumb as hell.
Okay.
That's why I don't think he did that.
Okay.
Why would you be involved in a robbery when you're one of the most cracking rappers in the city? You feel me? On your way up, doing great.
So
Why
the person who got robbed and identified him.
Okay, so here's the thing.
That's not what he's saying.
So there's 2.
No,
I'm not even. We're not even there in the combo yet.
You said that he ain't do it. So the person
I didn't say he.
What if he's misidentified?
You just said that I don't think that he did it.
All right, let him say that. That don't mean he's lying. That mean he could be misidentified. There's a lot of people with face tats.
Sure.
Niggas who look just like that. Niggas thought
Sure.
him and 4 extras was cousins.
Yeah. Like,
Sure.
I seen someone mix up fucking. Someone said that fucking thought that Brick Baby was X4, bro.
Yep.
Like literally, dog.
Josh was walking down the street and somebody said,
Listen.
Me and Josh are the same.
This is what
person, to
people
be
say.
fair.
Every conversation about anything crime related is always going to be the same thing with you, which is
No.
hey, they're innocent.
No.
And we don't even be seeing eye to eye,
cool.
but free that nigga.
Cool, he's innocent. Let's move on now.
No, hold on. No.
Donnie, what's
Wait a
next,
sec.
man?
No,
Free
hold
that
on.
nigga.
We didn't even get you didn't even let me finish my sentence,
Sure,
player, to keep it a full bundle. What I was about to say was, why the fuck would he do that? Because if let's say he did do it, it'd be like his partners really was on that, and they're like, we need you to help line this up. But why the fuck would he allow his partners to manipulate him to that degree?
Allow his partners to manipulate him?
Yeah, to being involved in something like that. Like
manipulate him.
Yeah. Because
he got taken advantage.
This nigga, he a geek, so he don't even he can't even fathom what the fuck Lush is saying to this nigga, because he don't know nothing about this world, because he's a geek, a fucking geek. And there's nothing wrong with being a geek, but he's a fucking geek, and he's out of this fucking league. Like, you feel me? Being a geek and getting to the money and taking care of yourself and being, you feel me, tight up here, that's raw. That's the geek to be. But don't be a geek and then try to indulge and immerse yourself into the gang world. Look at him. Just look at him. You fucking geek. Like, that's why he don't even get what y'all putting down. Like, he ain't picking up what y'all putting down at all.
Manager.
Bro, he's like,
That's
he's,
an
Shout out to
innocent
No
young
Jumper,
man.
so,
That's an innocent young man.
so what's the inverse of that then?
That's an innocent young man. He could have been forced. He could have been forced.
I'm just saying, like,
He could have been forced.
but
They
that-
could have told him, if you don't do this, you next.
Shout out to No Jumper,
no,
man.
but
He got
that,
forced, right?
that makes him sound soft, and I don't think X4
No, he
is
could be
soft.
trying to kill you, and you just trying to preserve your life.
My whole thing is, it seems like a
Free that
really,
nigga, he ain't do
Hey,
it.
man.
it's
Free
an
that
unlikely
nigga, he ain't
scenario
do it.
for a rapper of his stature, and if he did do it, which I don't think he did,
Okay.
I think he's innocent, but like, if he did, that's a very stupid thing to do. Very stupid.
Very stupid.
So that's what the fuck he trying to say. Like, that's all he trying to say. Like, look, if he did it, he dumb as hell. You just went on a press run. You going up. You into it. You in the algorithm. Why the fuck are you robbing engineers for their fucking jewelry? That was slow. That wasn't a good move. It wasn't smart. That's why I don't think he did it. That's what Les was trying to say. Man, this crash out shit. Do I think he did it? I don't know. You feel me? Is somebody setting him up, framing him, saying that he did it and he really didn't do it? I don't know. The theory that maybe the partners was on it and they was just on it and he couldn't do nothing about it. Possibly. Reasonable doubt. You feel me? The world may never know. Being caught up in the situation is the dumb part. Like, having the right people around you is very important when you on your way up or when you trying to get out of a situation. Having the right people surrounding you in your little player circle, you feel me, is very important. No squares inside the circle, because I'm telling you, you feel me, squares got points. They gonna pop, make the circle pop, hit the inside of the circle. Now, poof, the circle broken. You feel me? The circle of trust. You feel me? You can't do that. I thought I was cooking just now. I'm not cooking. I thought I was cooking though. Circle of trust, squares inside. The squares got sharp corners. Break the circle. I thought I was cooking. We gonna work on that. I thought I was cooking with this now though. But yeah, man, you can't allow squares into the circle, cause it'll pull you down. And if you had some people around you that allowed it, the niggas around you that knew you was going up, that let you be on that, like. But that's how you know motherfuckers don't be having this money. Everybody be saying they be having it, because we be doing these videos and rapping and talking about all this shit, but then you still doing fucking robberies. It's crazy. Robbery is the craziest shit ever, because you gonna rob. You gonna have to split it. Whatever y'all got, y'all gotta split that shit, and it don't be a lot. And then y'all gotta go back and rob again. So you taking penitentiary chances every time you go do that shit. Like, it's not worth it. It's not enough.
So did
But if you stuck on this material shit though, and you bind by the material world and possessions in this world though, that shit, you a slave to that shit forever, and it'll make you crash out. It'll make you risk your life. It'll make you throw it all away, and that's real on phone now.
person who got robbed, who you possibly know, is a fucking liar.
How I know him?
Okay,
No, he
right?
could have just
Right?
misidentified him.
Right?
Yeah, if he wait.
No, the person that got robbed, who you possibly know, is now a fucking liar and X4 Inc.
I mean,
Right? No, right?
What if
I don't support.
Right?
Look, maybe he thought
can't
he
put
seen
boys,
him
right?
in passing, and then there was some. Look, 'cause I
Man.
got caught up in a robbery that I didn't do,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
pointed me out and said,
Shout out to Trap News Network. We over here at Trap News Network. We gon' he tuned in to Seti Nash. Seti Nash didn't lock this video up. We couldn't get this. I seen it the other day. I was sleepy, so I ain't even record. I thought I saved it, and apparently he didn't locked it up. You feel me? But shout out to Trap News Network. The Trap News Network got it, so we gonna get to watch it. You know what I'm talking about? So let's get to
Yeah,
this.
free X4 and free 4 extras, man. They homies, so they gonna figure it out. But until next time, it's your boy Juma Foreign. Never living like born.
He's a man.
Or anything like that. Boys, we got the paperwork. Check it out. So I'm not gonna put his name up there, and I'm not gonna put the city residence or anything like that up there for obvious reasons. If y'all don't know,
Shout out to Sadie Nash.
Oh.
If you don't know, mind your business.
then proceed to not know. But you know it's him because basically he is born April 21st, 2000, 5'8", 135 pounds. You feel me? And
Let's just say, man called regarding a robbery that occurred while recording music, Male called regarding a robbery that occurred while recording music. While Male was editing, 3 suspects held him at gunpoint while they stole his jewelry. Suspect fled the scene in unknown vehicles. Possible video surveillance. Penal code 211, no bail, robbery of person. So they got him on a robbery, you feel me? Somebody called in. This was 4:10 at 4:30 in the morning. So he got arrested on Hood Day, just like 4 Extra, just early as in the morning. You feel me? That's absolutely crazy. That's really all I wanted to see. And then said he was talking about how long this hold or whatever.
California, robbery of a person, penal code 211, is a felony punishable by imprisonment in state prison for a term of 2, 3, or 5 years. First-degree robbery, which involves robbing someone in a home, on a bus, or after they use the ATM, can lead to a sentence of up to 9 years. Sentences can be enhanced for various reasons, including the use of a firearm, causing great bodily injury, or triggering the 3 strikes law. Robbery penalties: second-degree robbery, up to 5 years in state prison; first-degree robbery, up to 9 years in state prison. Sentence enhancements: great bodily injury, an additional 3 to 6 years in prison if the victim suffers great bodily injury. Firearm use, an additional 10 years for using a firearm, 20 years for intentionally firing it, and 25 years to life if great bodily injury or death results. 3 strikes law: if a defendant has prior qualifying strikes, the sentence will be doubled for a second strike and 25 years to life for a third. Hey, yo, you. Can you subscribe and turn on that bell too? Because when you do,
Show
you're
some love
in.
to Sadie Nash.
Big 1-5. I make sure to let this be known, and if I haven't let it be known on this channel, my forgiveness. If you represent a hood and you are semi-popular, even semi-popular, if you got notoriety, the day and age of you doing stupid stuff, bruh, you gotta cut that one out. They know who you are now.
Everybody knows who you are. We all know X4.
Not only that, bruh, do you realize that you're the easiest one to point out? Once these cats become a name or get a name or something like that, that's why the smartest people in the hoods be the ones that you know that be doing their thing, but they don't be around everybody. Because if they get caught up in some BS or the police is looking for a BS artist, that's one of the ones they go to. It just is what it is. You know what the saying is? Man, this got such and such name written all over it. Now, am I saying that X4 did anything or anything like that? Hell nah. I hope he didn't. You know what I'm saying? But I do need to put this out there because there are people who are watching this like, bro, what the hell? Eventually, y'all had to have a...
What the helly? What the heliante? What the heli Valerie? So yeah, man, those are the details of X4's arrest. That's absolutely crazy. He went down early in the morning, 4:30 in the morning on Hood Day, where we possibly could have seen a meeting of the two, him and 4 Extra. And 4 Extra went down at Hood Day at the park. You feel me? That was crazy. What are the odds, right? What are the odds? If somebody would have had $2 on that, they probably would have won 100 bands on betting that, you feel me, they'll both go to jail on Hood Day. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy, man. So we're going to stay tuned in, locked in, see what's going in and what's going on with that. You already know what to do, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and we'll be back with another one when we got another one. Man.
Yeah, okay. New player circle. So, get low.